because after the war, nobody could beat them.
Wow.
And that's when we came up. When I was about 16, 17, we started the league.
That's never been matched.
No,
Never been
never
matched
been
in our
matched.
history
No,
yet.
because they played against Akwesasne, Tuscarora, Cattaraugus, Six Nations, Kahnawake.
Oh,
They
yeah.
were way back in the
All the
50s.
same ones.
Yeah.
The same ones.
Yep.
When we talk about the different generations, and these kids, some of these kids, they go to school and they come out, they're trained and they're ready to play. But maybe a commentary on how it used to be for you guys, because I remember a lot of the guys back then, they were workers. I mean, they were grown men and workers, and they were all coming back from work trying to get to the game. But these were all guys who had jobs and things like that. These kids today, they go to school, and that's what they do. They play lacrosse.
Well, it seems like today the kids have it too easy. I mean, it's just
I can see
given
that.
to them.
Yeah.
They don't really have to work that hard. 'Cause when I was growing up, we had to draw water, go down to Wilmer's, 2 pails of water, bring it back to wash dishes, wash the clothes, drinking water. And then in the wintertime, we had to chop wood, go in the woods to get the haul it down
Absolutely.
on our shoulder, two poles at a time.
What is that?
Yeah.
Don't make a man out of
Yeah. And then that was just how you lived. That was just part of our life. And then the parents, the men, they worked every day in Syracuse on construction. They'd work their 8 hours. It was all through the winter. And then in the summertime, they'd play lacrosse also. So they'd work their 8 hours, come home, and at 6 at night, 7 at night, after dinner, come down to the box and practice. And so we saw that as kids, and we did the same thing when we got ready to play lacrosse after 16 years old.
I remember when I was a kid, we used to live just a stone's throw away from the box. But I remember somewhere around 3:30, 4 o'clock, all of a sudden you hear that doom, doom, doom. It was almost like the dinner bell. Well, we knew what was going on. Hey, the guys are at the box. Let's go. We'd all finish our dinners and we'd run down there because we heard the ball hitting the boards of the box, and that was like our call. We knew the men were down there, so that's where we went to play, and that's how we saw. And that's where we got to see our legends, our heroes. But that's one thing that's constant is still these young men. They look up to, still look up to lacrosse
Oh yeah,
players.
oh yeah. A lot of these young guys don't realize it now that these little guys that are on the floor now, 5 years old and up, they're looking at the juniors, the midgets, as their heroes on a lacrosse field. And so you have to accept that because you have to maintain the game. The way you play is the way they're going to play. So you got to keep your game steady. We're playing lacrosse. We're not playing tiddlywinks.
Absolutely not. So, at your age, and if you choose to say how old you are, but I understand that you're working with the junior team now.
Yeah, well, I'm 80 years old now. I'm an octogenarian.
I won't try to spell it.
So I still am, I coach the juniors at 19, and I'm coaching them this year, the juniors again.
Awesome.
So we start on May 4th. It's home game against Tonawanda, and we're getting ready for them. I got a nice bunch of boys now. They're 16 to 21, so hopefully I'll get them in shape by then. And I'm doing the same thing, like the way my father played lacrosse, and I'm doing the same lacrosse the way my grandfather played, because they were all winners, and we won playing the same way. So I'm assuming.
Never changed your set.
Yeah.
Correct?
Why change it? If it works, do it.
Awesome.
So, okay.
Awesome.
But lacrosse has been my life. I've been playing lacrosse for about 55 years. Well, I've been longer than that, because when I was 2 years old, my father gave me a lacrosse stick. And I just had it in my hand since then. I never took it to bed with me, but when I was going down to the box, I always took it down the road, from Hemlock Road and down over to the box, and just played around with the ball. I just hit against the house all the time. Hit against the house, and that was a little knot. I finally knocked that knot right out of the house.
Well, that's accuracy.
Yeah, that's what I worked on.
Yeah.
And It's funny thing is my mother never complained because she was always in the house cooking, doing the housework, and that bang, bang, bang on the wall.
Well, she always knew where you were.
Yeah, I was home a lot, but not in the house. I was always outside. But
Oh
there's
yeah, we
always
always were
something to
outside.
do. Always something to do. You just didn't lay around. But nowadays, the kids aren't that much involved in uh, doing the lacrosse because they don't. Well, what I mean is they don't participate in that many sports. When I was growing up, we did lacrosse in the summer, and in the fall we did football,
Oh
and
yeah.
then in the wintertime we went back to basketball,
Oh yeah.
and then in the summertime again, springtime we started lacrosse, then softball again, just right
Oh
around
yeah.
all, as you're growing up, because they always had sports to go to. So, but they don't have that down here anymore.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why we were always a
We're
shape.
trying to bring it back. I mean,
Yeah,
definitely.
it
Hearing words like this,
takes a
we
lot of
got
work.
something to
You
do.
got to have the guys to be around to push it all the time.
Yeah,
Takes a
for
lot of
sure.
work. Yeah.
Yep. Nice. Oh, words from Oliver Hoban.
Yeah, little guys, he coming too.
Oh yeah, he's
Okay,
playing.
yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Got to
So,
put a stick in their hands. The
oh
only way
yeah.
to learn is when they're young.
Yep,
Yep.
he just started this year, so here we go again.
Yeah.
The cycle continues here at
Yep.
Onondaga for
Yep.
our lacrosse traditions, and
Yeah.
we've been
Without
at it for a long time.
life, there's no cycle.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, thanks for the invitation, and
You bet.
glad I helped you out.
Thank you,
On
sir.
it. On it.
Oh, okay. Someone from the legend, Oliver Hill, here at the Northeast Invitational. We got people in the crowd. Definitely somebody who can shed some light on the past and some of the things that have changed and some of the things that haven't. But some good words from Oliver Hill, and much appreciated.
Tucked away amidst the rolling hills of central New York lies a hidden gem, a place where people gather to celebrate and play games, children, adults, and elders alike. Along the north-south passway now. Thanks so much, everybody, for tuning in. We really appreciate having everybody here. I hope I'm not screaming at you too bad. I was trying to pick up Mr. Lyons earlier with my microphone, so I had the volume cranked a little bit, and I actually noticed I'm a little quiet, but now hopefully you can hear me. And we are about set to get underway with the championship game. I would like to personally thank Mr. Lyons, Miss Shirley Hill, and most of all, Ron Cogan. Without Ron Cogan, I never would have made it to Onondaga to begin with. He introduced me to everybody here, and a lot of great things have happened since then. So huge shout out to Ron Cogan. And there he is right there. I actually met him as a PBLA head coach, Syracuse Spark, and now he's the director of lacrosse here. If you are interested in playing any of the teams here, getting involved in the tournaments, reach out to Ron Cogan or just get on the Onondaga Nation Arena website. Link is in the description, and they will get you all set up. We are set to get underway. The scoreboard is going to be controlled completely by Miss Shirley Hill down on the side. We have the refs mic'd up. We've got 2 out of 3. There's 3 refs, so not everyone's going to be able to hear. But now we've got Stamper here in it, so he even knows. Huge thanks to Steven Stamp at Stamp Lax, at Stamp_Lax. All right, we are getting. That was our testing to make sure that the ref mics were on. Oh, he's now still on.
Poe!
And just like that, he's muted. But yeah, he has it on now. Just have somebody tell the ref in the middle his microphone's on. All right, and without further ado, here is Mr. Steven Stamp, and we are about set to get underway with the the Northeast Invitational Championship. I just started with National, I'm so used to doing it, and here he is.
The National Northeast Invitational Championship. Yeah, thanks for that, Greg, and welcome everyone to the game. This should be a dandy. Remember, these teams met in the last game of the round robin schedule to see who would win their group and go to one semi, who would lose and go to the other. And they wind up meeting again after they both won their semis. But that game was 12-11 Oneida, an absolute thriller. And this, we are expecting more of the same. It should be a great game. At one end, we have Blaine Powlis, the young goalie, playing net for the Oneida Braves, who's been terrific. At the other end, Davy Jones, the veteran, gets the start, keeps telling us he's retired, keeps playing lacrosse, and keeps playing it well.
Goalie! Goalie! Okay, guys.
Okay, the ref has his mic on. Does everyone hear that, or just me?
Off the face-off, Onondaga Warriors versus Oneida Braves.
Onondaga will take the first possession. That ball just behind Chase Cogan.
Possession call for a ball on the spot.
McCoy Abrams had a terrific game, a couple of terrific games yesterday. Really been on fire. And it looks like a rip coming from Tyler Hill. That one just bounces off the foot of Powlis. And I did confirm that is a IIJL World U16 Championship goalie jersey for Powlis from a couple of years ago at the when the game was played at Riverworks. We actually moved down to Cattaraugus to wrap some things up after had some rain issues. And there is the first goal of the game, McCoy Abrams with a lovely little finish inside. It was very tight quarters, but he pulls it off and squeaks this one home before he goes for a tumble. It's 1-0 for Onondaga.
First goal by the Warriors, number 22, McCoy Abrams, unassisted. Off the face-off.
Oneida comes away with it. Scooped up there by Connor Zavitz. On the floor, Onondaga comes away with it. Chasing it down is Jamie Ireland. He can't come up with it. It's going to be snagged there by the Braves. And Halise Dockstader, who I think may have been the best player in this tournament to this point. Number 18 for the Braves in blue. He's been outstanding. Flips it over to Langle. Carson Langle, thinking about shooting, scores! Ties it up. He wasn't just thinking about shooting, he was preparing, and he rips that one just inside the post. And nothing too fancy about that, just a perfectly placed shot. Nice little screen provided. Create some space for Langle to shoot.
Oneida goal scored by number 5, Connor Zavitz, assisted by Dockstader. Opening up the score, number 58 in the first, it's all tied up. Championship game.
So we are 3 minutes into the first of 3 15-minute running time periods. The last 3 minutes of the third period will be stop time if the score is within 3 goals, which I'd be surprised if it's not with these two teams. Here's Nathan Schultzke sprinting the length of the floor. Just enough pressure from Diaz Dockstader coming off the bench, I think, to make Schultzke kind of rush that one a little bit. Didn't quite get where he wanted. Here's a chance. Oh, that's a beautiful opportunity for John Pierce. That one's turned aside. Here's Tyler Hill. He flicks it over to Schultzke, who stayed for the offensive set. On his offside, he's just going to set some picks, or get close to setting picks. That pass is knocked down. Got a Leo Smith, who's wearing the number 2. Schultzke leaves it there, and Onondaga with possession. Rio Johnson a little behind the back pass. Gets to Tommy Palisic on the far side. Johnson's going to rip. That one's knocked down by Guadaleo Smith. Gets loose though. Johnson very dangerous. It's off the post and back out. Now a hard run. That might be it. No, they're going to say no goal. Oh, okay. They're saying that Rio Johnson was still in the crease. Yeah, he's laying there in the crease. He's trying to roll. Oh. He was rolling out after being knocked in, and it was pretty close. He's upset because he thinks he succeeded with his effort, but we're going to have one at the other end. That's going to be Dax Brown. The intensity ramped up in the round robin game between these teams. It's already picking up early on. Look how open Dax Brown is. Boy, you can't give him that much time and space. He is a dangerous shooter. Yeah. Nick Suits hands it off. Here is Wade Bucktooth. Gets it across to Palisic. Rio Johnson all alone. He is stymied by Blaine Powlis. All right, welcome. Sorry if we're a little bit late. I think the feed didn't quite kick to live, but we are rolling. There we go. I've got it up on my computer as well, or on my monitor. So hopefully everyone enjoys the game. Thanks for being with us here on Blue Squatch Productions' presentation of the championship game of the Northeast Invitational. If you're watching, hop on the chat. Let us know where you're watching from. It's 2-1. A bid for 3-1 doesn't happen. So Onondaga started things out. Trying to remember who got the first goal. It's all a bit quite recent, but I know Oneida got one from Carson Langill. A shot from the top, and then Dax Brown followed that up with another goal. Both of them from the slot, both of them with some space. Ball in the corner, trying to fight their way out. McCoy Abrams had it, comes out. Now it's going to be Tyler Hill trying to scoop that loose ball. He drags it along to himself. That's a pretty nice play with the foot. Then stays in the way because he couldn't scoop it up, but Pierce Smith is able to. He will be able to catch the beginning of the game that was missed as we weren't quite live yet, but that will be up after the game's complete. All the games available on Blue Squatch Productions YouTube channel. Thanks so much to Blue Squatch for being here. Thanks to Onondaga Nation for having us here in the arena. Ron Kogan and the rest of the group organizing. Just a terrific facility, terrific event. Nice save, Davy Jones, on the Nate Dockstader shot. Jamie Ireland was taken off up the floor. May have had a spot behind everybody, but it winds up getting back to Oneida, and now we're going to have a penalty and a power play going for Oneida. After that one, it's going to be grabbed by Schultzke, so play will be blown down. So Grant Bucktooth goes to the box. Schultzke and Zimmel will be at the top of the penalty kill for the Warriors, as they tend to be. Matt Noble and Junior Bucktooth are the low men on the penalty kill. Dax Brown with the pass down. Great lane and a goal there. Didn't even get through the power play set before Damon Dockstader ripped one home. Power play goal makes it 3-1 for Oneida. They are looking very strong in this tournament. Hey, we've got Mike Schiesel in once again from the Philippines. Love the way the Philippines are growing. Got to hang out with the coach and some of the players from Philippines at the Field World Championships in Israel back in 2018, and some pretty cool stuff happening from that area of the world. A lot of cool stuff going on, especially, I mean, box is really developing in the Asia Pacific area. Chase Kogan with it. He's got Zimmel with him. Can he find me? He does. Oh, nice save, Paulus. Annalise Dockstader, double teamed by the center line. He's trying to swim through. Can't split the double team, and it will be Chase Kogan with the ball. Now there's a call behind the play.
Hang on.
Right, they just got too many men, but you blew the whistle then when we had the ball.
Just trying to figure, it looks like there's an Oneida player going to the box, but Onondaga had possession of the ball, so I'm not sure why play was blown down.
So we're going to go to a draw ball. The white had possession. You blue play dead possession.
Yeah.
So we're going to go possession.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, yeah, so they had the discussion. You heard it. The ref saying it shouldn't have blown it down, but it happens sometimes. Onondaga gets to set up for the power play. They've got Rio Johnson at the top. River Porter thought he had a shoot in the aim for a second. Johnson now goes over to Palasek. Good ball movement. Hard rip. Palasek thought that one was in. Kogan's going to apply some forecheck pressure, get some help from McCoy Abrams, and Annalise Dockstader. Great job running it forward and then ripping a pass across to Dax Brown. And Oneida goes to the penalty kill. Brown fits a nice pass through for the Dockstader. Nate Dockstader still has it. Few left on the shot clock, so he's going to let that one go. And Rio Johnson will pick it up and head forward for the Warriors as McCoy Abrams takes this one. They set up on the power play set. 3:33 to go here in the first of three 15-minute running time periods. Rio Johnson, hard shot, but no problem for Blaine Paulus. He makes the outlet pass. Logan Lemelbaum, pretty nice job. No problem facing that pressure. Creates a good scoring chance at the other end for Galileo Smith. But that one's off the shoulder of Davy Jones. Ryan Dockstader gets it back. Nate Dockstader. Eventually it's turned over. Here's Schultzke. He's going to see who's coming with him. He'll hand it off to Nick Suits. No, he won't. He was trying a bit of a hidden ball trick, I think. Four righties out there for Onondaga. They try and get to one of them. Tommy Palasek doesn't connect. And Oneida has it, just avoiding the crease and making a long outlet pass. Damon Dockstader corrals it nicely off the boards. And Annalise Dockstader with the rip. It's going to be scooped up there by Matt Noble. He'll lob a pass ahead, nicely placed between the deep and close Braves. Good job working with that by Hayden Hemlock, and then Hemlock will hand it off. Here's River Porter as they set up on the offense once again. Rio Johnson back to Porter. Oh, what a rip. Chase Kogan from downtown sneaks that one through. Oh, actually not really too much sneaky about it. That's just a power blast by Kogan from the outside. a smooth delivery. I was talking about that with somebody last game about how smooth, I think it was Nelson Jones, and that's just a smooth shot to generate that much power. Carson Langle again for Oneida. Lined up against Grant Bucktooth. Oh, sorry, that's Bryson Jones. Schultzke on his offside. Hand it off and go set a pick. Kogan. It's a big pick there from Noble. Noble on the roll. Kogan's going to shoot. Stopped. It trickles through. Nice diving attempt by Carson Langle to try and keep it out, but he couldn't get there quite in time. See, Palace falls. The diving effort, not quite enough. Not quite soon enough. And it is all tied up, 3-3. Just 15 seconds left in this first period. A high sticking penalty going to be called. So that'll take us to the intermission. And it will be 3-3 as we head to period number 2. Thanks for being with us. I'm Stephen Stamp. This is the championship game of the first annual Northeast Invitational on Blue Squatch Productions. We'll see you in 2 minutes.
Onondaga Nation Arena serves the surrounding community with a full staff of maintenance, security, and all other custodial needs to ensure a safe and secure facility. They also feature an elders room with seats and tables dedicated to those who may need to watch the game away from the abundant regular seating. It is adorned with portraits of the faces of players who have molded lacrosse through the generations of Onondaga, from the history to the contemporary players of today's game. The arena also features the Power Play Cafe, which is more than just an arena concession stand. It is geared towards daily specials and can rival any restaurant with its home-cooked specials, and has a very diverse selection, and patrons always leave satisfied and full and will often become regulars. And for those sports enthusiasts out there, we have the Price Check Pro Shop located inside the arena, and there is a wide range of lacrosse and hockey equipment which has all of your needs, with all sports apparel related to the Onondaga athletic clubs with the other Red Hawks teams. They also have helmets, hoodies.
Welcome back, lacrosse friends. Huge shout out to the officials who are willing to put the microphones on for us. We really appreciate it.
Welcome back, lacrosse friends. We're ready to go for period number 2 of the championship game of the Northeast Invitational. It's 3-3, and Oneida will be on the power play as there is a high sticking penalty at the buzzer given to Wade Bucktooth. And Annalise Dockstader heads into the offensive zone to set up the power play. Comes up to Dockstader at the top. Far side to Dax Brown. Swim move, getting in, backdoor attempt. That one missed off the stick of Galade Palas. Oh, like a chop to the leg. Breakaway chance here. Nice hustle back to limit it. And Grant Bucktooth's going to have to pull up. Good hustle by Damon Dockstader to get back. Take that away. He's gonna head up the floor. The stop, and there's a chance Oneida is up there all alone. Bucktooth is there. He had slid up the floor, Damon Dockstader. After going back to play D, had slid up and was all alone. They just didn't recognize early enough that he was there. And a Hellas Dockstader at the top. Backdoor quick stick. Nice stop, Davy Jones. Turns aside Nate Dockstader. Broken stick. Zimmel throws his hand up. I think blocked that with his arm. He's going to have to go and get a fresh twig. .20 seconds left in the penalty, so Onondaga can kill it all. The shot clock and penalty time are exactly in sync. Here's Kogan. Oh, nice attempt by Kogan to get it over to Rio Johnson. Just didn't quite get there as he fought through that traffic. And again, a man down the floor. Again, it's Damon Dockstader. This time they get it to him, but he misses on the shot. It's going to be an over and back. It'll be Oneida possession, and Chase Kogan will take it. McCoy Abrams squeezes it through to Palasek. And the return pass, the give and go, McCoy Abrams buries it. That is gorgeous. Nice ball movement. Nice job just going up to get that one from Palasek and gets it back to McCoy Abrams. That's a heck of a play. And they just lost Abrams. He's on his offside, but kind of drifted over there. But Oneida just lost track of him, and Onondaga pulls ahead 4-3. Connor Zavitz pulls up. It's picked off. Falling down was Bryson Jones. Rolls it ahead. It's going to go all the way down to Blaine Pallas. Some pressure on him. And Hayden Hemlock just about impaled himself on Pallas' stick running through there. He's okay. He'll get to the bench. Well, it looked like we might have a shot coming. It is a shot, squeezing that one through by Galate Pallas. That one's going to bounce up top now. Langle thinking he's going to wait as there's a penalty coming. Delayed call, and they've got 22 seconds on the shot clock. So they're going to let Blaine Pallas race to the bench. .12 to shoot, but that ball gets away, and it will be adjudicated. It's going to be a... We'll let you hear it.
Minutes, number 4, illegal cross check.
All right, so an illegal cross check, as you heard. That is Nick Suits going off. I think it's actually Tim Zimmel that's in the box, number 76. I have to see if he has a completely new twig or if he put the head on another shaft. I like that orange head.
Nope, he's got a wooden stick.
Oh, that's right, yeah. He's probably, well, is that his wooden stick? He was playing with a wooden stick as well, kind of alternating. Remember, too many men call on Onondaga. They're saying Rio Johnson came off the bench a little early for that transition chance. Oneida gets their full complement of power play specialists out there. Anahali Stockstader moves it back to Damon. Then the shot from outside by Langle. Davy Jones sends that one away. Chase Kogan battling for it with Langill. Stepping into the battle as well as Dave Limboris. Damon Dockstader. 5 guys in there. They're all digging away. Ball pops out. It's snagged by Langill. He's got a lane, shoots. That gets blocked out front. Oh. Now there's 2:47 up on the board for Zimmel for the penalty. I thought it was just a cross-checking call, which would have been 2 minutes. Oh, and there's a goal. We'll see what happens if he's released or if that wipes out the first one. Just reaching around to tuck it far side. Here we go. Annalise Dockstader Then Langle with the pass down and just full extension with the arms. The stick has eyes that you don't. And we're even at 4. So it was just an error up on the board. It's Zimmel's penalty is released. And we're back to 5-on-5, and we're tied 4-4. Got a pretty nice crowd filtering in here. We got more on this side, I think, than you can see on the far side. But you can feel the excitement in the building for this championship match. Nice snag there by Dockstader, I think. Oneida was looking for a holding call as a hand got up around the face. Tim Zimmel is playing with his wooden stick, by the way. He is back in the center of the field. Here goes Hayden Hemlock, sprinting forward. That was such a Homer Simpson backing into the bushes moment as the Onondaga player was about to step on the floor. The ball came towards him. He reached up, then realized he was going to be too many, so he just kind of backed away from it slowly. Didn't quite work out. They got called for too many, and Oneida gets possession, goes down the other way. It's a good effort. Anaheli Stockstader gets a pick from Damon. Nice stop, Davy Jones. Long outlet pass. That's going to hit it hit the cage around one of the spotlight setups up in the ceiling. That might have been okay if the cage just was up a little bit higher, didn't come 3 feet down below the spotlight. That one's off the arm of Davy Jones, and it'll be a fresh 30 in possession for Oneida Braves. Behind the net, Langill. Looked like he was thinking about the one-hand sweep shot, pulls it back instead. Matt Noble on him. Now they try the reverse whip. That one's not going to work for Galileo Smith. Oh, it's stopped by Smith. The shot off the side of the post or the foot of Davy Jones. Zimmel tried to snag it, didn't quite pick it up. Now he's got it. He's looking up the floor. He's going to go with the smart, shorter pass to Nate Schultzke right along the near boards. Drive to the net, Schultzke. You can't do crease dives in this tournament, so that's going to be waved off. Or was it? I don't know. It looked like we actually had a reset called. Unreleased Dockstader backpedaling, whips it up top. Dax Brown fires one. Off of Davy Jones, fresh 30 for Brown as he picks that one up. Goes to the crease to Nate Dockstader, didn't quite connect with him. Hemlock running the floor, nothing there in transition. So he'll just find his man McCoy Abrams off the bench and head over for a change. Hard rip from Abrams, it's stopped. Taken off on the run. Oh, great hustle by Tom Palasek. He doesn't love that call, but it's not too bad even giving up the possession because he stopped a potential breakaway for Tony Misano. And now it's going to pop out for him and Palasek will get up over center. It's hard to believe we're into the final 4.5 minutes of the second period already. This game is flying by. Schultzke misses. Oh, it went off the arm of Palas. So it is going to be a fresh 30 as Palasek picks it up. A couple of fakes from Abrams. Oh, nice work by Logan Lemelbaum. Palasek gets it through to Schultzke. He was tipped by Dockstader on the way. Chase Kogan, nice move. Shoot saved by Palas. Dax Brown in the defensive end, running out. Flips it a little wildly behind the back, but it gets there, and then wide open. Oh, Damon Dockstader was all alone on the crease and just bobbled the pass. Nice job by Davy Jones to get that one through. And here comes Jamie Ireland. He's going to shoot. Blaine Palas stops it. Pretty good decision. He had Wade Bucktooth with him. but definitely the defender giving him the shot, and it was a good opportunity. That rip stop by Davy Jones on Damon Dockstader. We're down to 3.5 in the second. Knocked down, whip behind the back. It's a great chance there, but didn't quite connect for Damon Dockstader. Zimmel will get a little pick. Actually, Dockstader knocks it loose. Zimmel doesn't know where the ball is. He's looking to his right. It was to the left along the boards. There are 4 white jerseys though surrounding Dockstader. They should come away with it. They do. Nice job of avoiding the over and back by Nick Suits, and he pushes it up into the offensive zone. Here comes Onondaga, less than 3 to go in the second. Blast taken there by River Porter. Long outlet pass, but that's going to be knocked down and then picked up by Chase Cogan as Damon Dockstader was lurking down the floor again. Cogan, fakely who's going to shoot now. Oh, he tries to just drop one to the far side. He goes a little wide. River Porter gets it back, and Rio Johnson is saying, let's go, come up here, let's set things up. Tyler Hill with that flashy stick gets by him. It's not going to go too far as it touched somebody. Here's Pierce Smith. They've got 6 to shoot, so Smith is just going to rip one. That's off the leg of Trenton Thomas, and the 30 will expire. Annalise Dockstader is telling Logan Lemelbaum, pick the ball up and toss it over so he doesn't have to run all the way across the floor before they can start possession. Shulsky, that's a nice pick by Connor Zavitz. One of the finer details of the game. So that's a pretty solid pick, but not overdoing it. There's a shot low, scoop back up. That is not a subtle play. Okay. So Bryson Jones is going to go to the penalty box. He got the first one, probably a check from behind, which would be 4 minutes, as he just flattened the Oneida player on the crease. Here we go. You see, it's definitely a push from behind. It's not a cross check. It's a check from behind, but shoves him into the goalie and then gives him heck for going in there. That always amazes me when guys check someone into their goalie and then get mad at them for running into the goalie. So, do we hear the refs? Okay. So I think it's probably going to be a check from behind, which would be 4 minutes. Yeah. So it's 4 for Bryson Jones from Onondaga.
Minutes blue, illegal cross check. 4 minutes white, cross check from behind.
Jones gets 4 minutes, illegal cross check on the response gets 2. So we will be 4 on 4 for 2 minutes, and then Onondaga is going to go shorthanded. Oneida will get a power play at that point. We have just a minute to go here in the second period. Great chance, what a finish. The pass from Rio Johnson and McCoy Abrams. He is so deadly. He will not miss on top of the crease. Goes all the way over, almost to the boards to set a near pick, but Johnson breaks out, so Abrams just reverses direction and heads to the net. A lovely little touch pass by Rio Johnson. You see the ball was actually swatted away and Johnson had to go and get it. And there you see McCoy Abrams realize can't go over that far for the pick. It's just too far. He's got to change direction. Works out perfectly. And it is 5-4, a 4-on-4 goal for Onondaga. 8 seconds. Now what's this penalty?
Something that happened here, and then I think they got in that sports unit.
Okay, so Langle is unhappy after that collision. We'll see what that penalty is when we come back. Right now we know that there's 56 seconds left on the matching minors that made us 4-on-4, and then there'll be 2 minutes left for Onondaga, but Oneida's penalty here is going to cancel that out. I'm Steven Stamp. This is Blue Squatch Productions presenting the Northeast Invitational Championship game.
America is the premier fall invitational tournament in all of North America with teams traveling internationally to come, nonstop action. Get your team registered for there. If you've never seen it before, we've got the last 2 years hosted. Team USA was there last year trying to get ready for the World Games coming up. Huge shout out to Scott Neese and Connor Wilson for all they do for Blue Squatch Productions and helping support us as we continue to grow.
What a drive by Blaze.
It was their contribution that contributed to us being able to afford the wireless mics for this tournament. Thank you so much.
2 minutes unsportsmanlike there, guys. At the end.
Tucked away amidst the
Bench minor.
hills of Central New York lies a hidden gem, a place where people gather to celebrate and play games. Children, adults, and elders.
In case anybody didn't catch that, the refs just said 2 minutes unsportsmanlike bench from the minor. So that will start out the period.
Haudenosaunee, translated from the ancient Onondaga language, means where they play games. And under the roof of this great house, the Onondaga Nation Arena serves the surrounding community with a full staff of maintenance, security, and all other custodial needs to ensure a safe and secure facility. They also feature an elders room.
Welcome back, Lacrosse friends. We have 15 minutes to go. It's going to be 4-on-3 for Onondaga. The dueling nines at the faceoff dot again as Kogan and Langle. And Langle clearly a bit more used to the faceoff procedure. Comes away with it, and that'll give them some time to kill. So in 45 seconds, we will go to 4-on-4. Nice job by McCoy Abrams to avoid taking a holding penalty there. Connor Zavich trying to get through the check. He is held up and the ball pops out. So Onondaga going the other way. McCoy Abrams will pick it up. They're on the 4-on-3 advantage right now. Ooh. Oneida getting away with a pretty early change. They were all set up in their defensive three-man shell as Connor Zavich was just getting past center to head over. Paulus gets that one, looks down to make sure because he's had a couple creep through when he thought he had it. Nice job running through the check here by Logan Lemmelbaum. He leaves it. Galileo Smith had that ball, passes it across, and going to set up at the top on a Halise Dockstader. Shovel pass or lever pass doesn't get through. It's grabbed by Grant Bucktooth, who kind of backs himself into traffic. And they get it ahead. Rio Johnson all alone on Blaine Paulus. Buries. Rio Johnson is not a guy that you want to leave alone on your goalie. Some really sweet moves and then tucks it back near side on that post just below the glove of Blaine Paulus. Paulus right now is shaking his head. He thought he had Johnson. Nice pass ahead by Zimmel. Oh, that's lovely. Just low inside the post. Zimmel is playing with a plastic stick again, so either he re-upped, put a new head on his other shaft, or he had another one ready, I guess, because Zimmel's playing. It's just a white head. Here's Langle off the faceoff. That one gets through to Davy Jones. Wasn't even sure if it got all the way through, but it must have. There's nobody else quite in the way. Here's Tyler Hill. Oh, wow. I was not going to love that first shot when he threw the fake, but he got himself in very close and had a good opportunity, but turned aside by Blaine Paulus. Onondaga is shorthanded. You can hear the bench yelling, double him, double him. Now River Porter's just going to go for a trot as they can kill the rest of this penalty. There's 7 seconds left on the penalty. There's about a 3-second difference with the shot clock. So River Porter's shot comes as the penalty expires. We go back to even strength. We should be going back to even strength. They're not letting him out. Bryson Jones should be released. There's a bit of a discussion ensuing. There he goes. And he'll step to the bench. They got to get somebody out to play D as they're right now short-handed. Davy Jones with a stop, but Dax Brown had it pop right up to him. Couldn't get much on it. And it will be picked up by Suits, and here's a chance. Jamie Ireland thought about taking that shot. He's going to pull out, probably the wiser decision. We've got 11 and a half to go here in the third period. Onondaga taking their time. Backdoor attempt. Oh, nice save. Blaine Powless robs McCoy Abrams. Oneida gets over center again. Logan Lemelbaum. Leave for Annalise Dockstader. Up top to Dockstader. Zavitz rips one across. It's going to get away. Schultzke on the run. Good change by Oneida to take away the fast break. Here's Palasek circling away, waiting for everyone to join him. McCoy Abrams to the net. Nice save, Palas. Abrams gets run over as he takes that shot. Here's a chance. Palasek stopped. Palas picks it up. Wade Bucktooth already to the bench to get a defender out. Good, smart, high IQ lacrosse play. Here comes Langland. Still got a 2-on-1. Saved by Davy Jones. Simmel's going to slow it down. Hands it off to River Porter. Porter across to Palasek. He heard footsteps behind him. Double checked to make sure it was his own teammate. It was. Penalty coming now to Oneida. 5 seconds on the shot clock. It goes off the shoulder of Blaine Powless. And with 9:20 to go, Onondaga is going to have a power play.
9 minutes. Number 9, sorry. 2 minutes holding.
It was announced number 9, which is Carson Langle, but I think that was actually Galladay Palace, number 19. Yeah, that went into the box. 2 minutes for holding. Either way, it's a power play. Rio Johnson has to head off the floor. There's something going on with his helmet, so he takes it off, or it's with him. Oh, yeah, he's looking uncomfortable. Something is going on there. I'm going to chat with him, and the medical people come to check. He's indicating that he was punched. I think that's what he was showing. He threw a punch in the air. It's going to be an over and back, and Oneida will get possession. Blown back in. Oneida has a minute 12 to kill. Dax Brown. Nice pass through. Oh, Connor Zavitz off the post. Matt Noble pass across. Schultzke ducks over by the crease. I was going to say that could be a little dangerous. It is knocked loose. Won't be turned over, though. Or will it be? Trying to be grabbed here by Dave Limburus. Loose ball foul. And now we have a penalty away from the play. Oh, looks like we've got 2. Damon Dockstader. Oh, we've got 3. Damon Dockstader, Dax Brown, and John Dockstader all going to the box. They are out of spaces. There's 4 of them in there now. Galladay Palace was already in there. His penalty is going to expire before we get going because they have to sort everything out. So he will be released, but when he's released, wow. So it looks like Damon Dockstader has been, oh no, someone back behind. Has someone been tossed?
The officials picked up a water bottle.
Yeah, John Dockstader, number 23, is on his way out. Well, there's 7 minutes left, so it's not, it's not a huge depth factor, losing John Dockstader. But the penalties that are stacking up again. Now there are 3 seconds left on the Gallaudet Palace penalty because they've stopped the clock to sort everything out. So that one will have 3 seconds to go when play starts again. The first of the other 3 will start ticking, and then after the 3 seconds, there'll be one with 1:57, or one with 2 minutes, the other will have 1:57, and then, oh no, the one starts now. Sorry, my bad. The 3 will tick away. There'll be 1:57, on the penalty that's starting now. Another one will go up to replace that, and we'll have 1:57 in 2 minutes for 2 of them, and then one other player is just going to be sitting waiting for his penalty to kick in. So this is a
penalties
tough situation.
unsportsmanlike. It's good enough.
So it's the unsportsmanlike call. And with 6:59 to play, the power plays that Onondaga is going to be on for a while here, and the chance to score is one thing, but just the fact that Oneida will either be down by several goals. Now, why are they sending? What's going on? Oneida just had a player run out. The refs have blown it down, and that was okay. Oh, it is 5-on-3, of course, because his penalty ended, but the other penalty kicks in, so it is still 5-on-3 for another minute 35. And then actually there'll be, when one of them stops, the other penalty will kick in. So it'll be a short 5-on-3 and then a 5-on-4. And a Elise Dockstader, a huge steal. And he almost snuck it through Davy Jones. And Gallaudet Palace is still stuck in the penalty box because he doesn't get released until a stoppage. Because the next penalty kicked in, here's McCoy Abrams, rips and scores. Now he'll get out, as will one more player. Although they don't have anyone in there actually to serve the John Dockstader penalty because he was kicked out. So somebody's got to stay. Yeah, they're just going to keep the 2 guys in there. Oh, they're sending one more out. They actually need to put somebody else back in the box to serve the penalty for Dockstader. And that will eliminate one of the penalties that was the 5-on-3. But there should be another one, actually. There should be one more. It should still be 5-on-3. Should it not? It should be 5-on-3. No, he got a 2 and a 10. There were 3 2s that went at the same time, and then the misconduct after. No.
1 2-minute expired, and the other one was the goal.
But there were 3. There was one in there already. Greg and I are just having a discussion. There was one in already. The last 3 seconds of the Palace penalty. 3 of them went at the same time with minors. That's 4 guys in the box, and then the misconduct. But they didn't leave anyone in to serve the penalty. So, bit of a break for Oneida, but on the other side, they're trailing 7-4 with 4:44 to go. Stay with us post-game. We'll have the presentation of the awards, the prizes for the tournament to the winner. Right now, Onondaga in the driver's seat for that. Up to Damon Dockstader. Oh, what a rip! That is Damon Dockstader just blasting one. And Grant Bucktooth, who had taken a penalty for Onondaga, is now released. It's chaotic with everything that's going on down there. Damon Dockstader reaching around the defender to get that shot off. Made it very difficult for Davy Jones to see it. And we've got ourselves a 2-goal game, 7-5 in favor of Onondaga. Again, the last 3 minutes will be stop time if the gap is 3 goals or less. As of right now, it's 2 goals. And we've got 30 seconds until that stop time kicks in. That's going to be a loose ball push, possession foul, and here comes Tim Zimmel up the floor, hands it off to Schultzke. They're going long and deep. What a pass, what a catch. Chase Kogan, what a decision to not shoot. And River Porter gets a shot up. I love that play by Kogan to realize that even though it was such a nice pass, such a nice catch, he did not have a good shooting opportunity. So he just ran around the net, and they continue. Here's Palasek. Finds River Porter. I keep thinking of Winter Rivera. Delaney Palace with a stop. And we're going to have a timeout by Oneida with 2:42 to go as they get that possession, 7-5.
Timeout, Blue.
Onondaga still ahead by a couple. It's been quite a tournament. A lot of excitement, some very good lacrosse. Really interesting, I thought, to have Maine and Utica here to see these NABL teams getting a chance to play teams they haven't before and see just how far or how close they are. I think in some ways closer than you'd expect with such a new league, such a startup league. Also, you've just got so much experience on some of the more developed teams that you need game reps. Maine, Utica, they need to play. And that's what they're doing. They're taking their opportunities. It's a great development for the growth of U.S. box lacrosse. And we are going 6-on-5. Oneida has pulled their goaltender. Carson Langle runs it ahead. Wasn't ready for the pass. It bounces off him. I'm not sure if it was to him or to Dax Brown, but either way, it was knocked away. Nate Schultzke is up on his own, has the wide open net, and he will just roll it underhand into the net. Makes it 8-5. So the clock does still stop because it's a 3-goal edge. Now, if Onondaga gets another one, then we'll have running time. So it would really behoove them. So, 2:21 to play. Zimmel out for this draw. Up against Dax Brown. That's quite a battle. Looked like Zimmel was going to be the first one there, but nice hustle by Carson Langle. There's a collision along the boards. And Onondaga getting the ball. The Oneida fans to our right are livid. They can't believe the possession was awarded to Onondaga there. Schultzke taking his time. No rush, no urgency for Onondaga to do much here as they have the 3-goal lead. They've got 7 left on the shot clock. Schultzke's already gone back into the defensive zone. McCoy Abrams goes to his knee, gets back up. That's a heck of an effort. It's no good because you can't dive over the crease. But as he's being held, he dives, spins, and tucks it one-handed. That was quite a try by McCoy Abrams. You can see why people are excited about his future. And he looks like he's a little banged up. He might just be done for the day with a minute and a half to go. Maybe just rest it for the last bit. He was sitting on the bench. And Elise Dockstader flips it behind the back. Pretty nice move, but eventually getting stripped. Here's Langle, the shot, scores! 1:15 to go, it's a 2-goal game as Carson Langle bounced it off the inside of Davy Jones' foot and up into the net. It's a great turn by Carson Langle as he was heading up floor and was able to just pivot quickly once he got clear of the defender. It's going to be a violation on the faceoff by Oneida, and that's a tough one because that means Onondaga gets possession and can try and eat away 30 seconds of the 70 seconds that remain in this game. Rio Johnson has it. That pass is going to be tipped, Goes off the foot of an Onondaga player, and Oneida has it. That's a big turnaround. Anna Halise Dockstader wants it. They've got Damon Dockstader down the floor. He ducks through, shoots, scores! Damon Dockstader, what a great play. And you can see the Oneida players, they've gotten used to the running time. They're sprinting back and saying, let's go, let's go, let's go. It's okay, the clock is stopped. You've got time. I like that heads-up play, though. That was Anna Halise Dockstader, number 18 for Oneida. Fantastic tournament for him. And he was calling for the ball. It was a good decision not to pass it to him because as you see on the replay, Damon Dockstader just fights through the check and rips one far side. 52.5 seconds left. Did you expect anything less from these two teams? Nate Schultzke has it. Double team is coming. Damon Dockstader, who scored the goal, tries to strip him, can't get there. Dockstader goes back to play D. All kinds of pressure from him. McCoy Abrams scores! No goal. They're going to call crease violation. Blaine Paulus goes to the bench. Some Oneida players engaging with McCoy Abrams. Oneida running. Dockstader has it. Anna Halise, that is. All 5 Warriors get back defensively. 21 seconds. There's time. Penalty coming to Onondaga. Rip. Stopped by Davy Jones. And it's going to be a penalty shot because it's an illegal, it's a too many men call. Which means a penalty shot in the final 2 minutes of play. Wow. All right, the refs have got their details of what they're doing sorted out. Anna Halise Dockstader will take the shot for the Oneida Braves. He's coming to his offside. It's a strange one when guys do this, but he's got a plan, you can tell. Davy Jones watching him. Oh, that never really got close. It's the left hand that stopped. I think Annalise Dockstader was trying to drag across and hope that he could pull Davy Jones with him and go to the back to the far post, but Davy Jones kind of stuck it out. So then Dockstader decides to switch and go to the other side, to Davy Jones' left side, and Jones just throws the left hand out and makes the stop. Face off after the penalty shot. Last chance here for Oneida, because if Onondaga gets it, they're going to award possession to Oneida. They have a chance. The shot by Nate Dockstader off the post. 7 seconds. It's possession for Onondaga. Tim Zimmel, wise decision. He's just going to run around behind the net. Connor Zavitz still hits him. They have a glove tap and a little hug. Heads up play by Tim Zimmel. Great win for the Onondaga Warriors and a thrilling conclusion to the first annual Northeast Invitational. This tournament is going to take off. It's going to be an early season or spring ritual for a lot of teams. I think Arena League teams will come down at the end of their season to see how they stack up against everybody. All the Can-Am teams, all the the FNLA teams are going to be involved. I think the NABL teams will get more and more involved. I know the original idea was up to 16. I would be surprised if we don't have at least close to 16 next year. It was very exciting. So thankful that Blue Squatch Productions has been able to broadcast this entire event. And I can hear that one as you screw the batteries into the handheld mic. You might want to mute that bad boy for a second. But Greg Beecher, thank you so much for what you do, for what you've done here, providing all these games. Thank you to all the teams that came. Thank you. And don't leave, everyone, just as I'm saying thank you, because we're going to have the presentations. Thanks to Ron Kogan and all of his staff, all the people working with him, all the volunteers who have made this possible. A lot of effort. We had, thanks to the officials coming in. They put a lot of time on the floor this weekend as well.
Huge shout out to Paul Necker. He showed up, the Utica Yeti GM. ran the camera first the last 2 games so I could focus a little bit more, which obviously didn't help because I started the stream a couple minutes late. That's because I thought I was streaming from way earlier. I'm sorry about that. I will upload it as soon as we get home. But thank you very much, Steven Stamp, for helping us in all the ways that you do. Thank you very much to all the athletes out there. Without the athletes, we would just kind of be sitting here talking to ourselves. I'm hoping they're going to use our microphone down on the field, but it doesn't sound like it. So,
where is our mic? Your mic? Is that the one in your hand, you mean?
No, I've got one over there, too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Kent Lyons is down on the floor. Can we hear him? I mean, we can.
Yeah, we may have brought him, but every team owns its own lacrosse, and they are responsible for that. We saw fun examples of what it could be, and the good stuff that needs to come through. And if anyone was here last night, we want to go down there with this? Well, tell them to bring it up. Responsibility.
Where is it? In the box?
Today we have 2 champions here. Unfortunately, there is a winner and a loser. But here today at we're all
Turn it on.
let's hear it for these guys. Awesome job, gentlemen, and the respect that goes with that.
Kent Lyons down on the floor. Huge thank you to him. They've done an amazing job. He's thanking everybody for it. Trying to get our microphone out onto the floor. And that's Ron Cogan over there with the mic now. That's Kent Lyons. Huge shout out to Kent Lyons. All he's done for us, helps us out huge. Yes. Huge shout out to the athletes. An amazing showing for everybody. Some great medicine out on the floor today. Thank you very much, Mike. We really appreciate that. Huge shout out to the Oneida Braves. I believe they're mainly a team from the 6 Nations. Thank you very much for traveling out here, taking second. An amazing tournament. They showed up very
here. Okay. And now we have double mics new to me here. So I want to say congratulations to the Onondaga Warriors. Coming first place in the inaugural Northeast Invitational Tournament champions. So talking about the tournament, this is something we put together that we're going to have annual tournament. Okay, so you know, being the first one to win this, which we're leaving champions every year. We want to grow from here on out. You know, this being our first year, I think this was a great response. You know, I'm hearing a lot of great things. Community, everybody loved this event. You know, it was great seeing everybody having a great, all vendors, you know, to everyone involved, you know, putting this together. It took a lot of work making this happen. You know, and I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves this weekend and had time. So thanks again. Onondaga Warriors, come forward, grab your trophy. And first place prize, $2,500. Congratulations.
Huge thank you to Ron Cogan, using both mics, trying to get us through there. First place, $2,500. Huge shout out to the Onondaga Nation for getting us out here in the Onondaga Nation's Arena. And there's Shirley taking the photo. See Ron, there's Davy Jones. He says he's going to retire. I don't believe it.
Hey. Hey, bring that over here. Let's get a picture real quick. Shirley, get in. I get a picture with you guys, me and Shirley, and you three.
That was Ron Cogan on the microphone for us. Huge thank you to him. Really appreciate all that he's done, getting us out here. Huge. He went out on the limb, get us started, got us up here for the Stick Makers tournament. So glad we were able to catch that. Wish we had a little bit better camera to capture Elfie Jocks' tournament and see some of his, final footage here with the stick and everything. It was awesome. Wish we had the mics down on the floor then too, so we could have heard him a little better and done some other interviews. But huge thanks to Onondaga for making sure that in the future we can take care of this from now on. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. We really appreciate you, because if you weren't watching, I'd just be up here talking to myself. An amazing game. Thank you very much to the Onondaga Nations, all the people who made this happen. And thank you very much to Ron Cogan. We're going to leave it streaming for just a minute, and then we will be out. Stay tuned. I will have all kinds of highlights and stuff posted coming up in the future. Again, thank you very much to all the athletes, parents, players, fans, everybody.
they say, keep your eyes peeled for OnondagaArena.com, and we'll post up some more events happening very soon. Once again, thanks everybody for supporting the Northeast Invitational here at the Onondaga Nation Arena. Much appreciated.
Ready for the World Games coming up. Huge shout out to Scott Neese and Connor Wilson for all they do for Blue Squatch Productions and helping support us as we continue to grow.
What a drive by Blaze.
It was their contribution that contributed